Hi people, it's Archivist here, and today I want to talk a bit about the state of Mac gaming. It's pretty well known by this point that Macs are not meant for gaming. This is the kind of response you're going to get on any good hardware forum. But what exactly is meant by this? Well, there are two main problems holding Macs back from being a major gaming platform. The first and most important would be software support. All you need to do is take a quick glance over the Mac games on Steam to see how little there is available. Although, as I've said before, there are some great games, as you can see from the footage, however, they are few in number when compared to Windows. When the Mac operating system does receive games, they tend to be months or even years out of date. I've recently noticed games come out slightly closer to their console release date, but still it's a long wait. A well-known solution to this is to simply install Windows onto your Mac via Boot Camp. However, in my experience, driver support isn't very good, which can lead to overheating and erratic performance. Speaking of performance, that's another issue Macs can suffer from. In all the games I have played in both macOS and Windows, the Windows version had a higher frame rate. This is most likely as a result of the lack of DirectX on macOS, which most programmers know how to use far more efficiently than OpenGL. Although I will say that some games do run surprisingly well on Mac, for example StarCraft 2 and Bioshock Infinite. The way I see it, by resolving the first issue, the second issue will take care of itself. But how do we tackle the first problem? Well, I've seen many theories around the internet about what Apple could do to improve gaming on Macs, however many of them seem a little unrealistic. The way I see it, Apple could begin by introducing a budget Mac, which would increase the install base substantially. By making Macs more affordable, it will become a much more appealing option for consumers. If more people were to use the Mac operating system, developers and publishers would have a much larger incentive to create for it. When I say budget Mac, I mean that it may have to be built out of cheaper materials similar to the iPhone 5C. Naturally, they would have to be very careful though, because if they were to sacrifice too much in the way of internal hardware, it wouldn't be able to play games anyway, at least, to a playable standard. I think that Macs have enormous potential for gaming for a few reasons. First off, their Retina MacBook Pro line have some incredible screens boasting high pixel density and superb colour accuracy. I've been able to test World of Warcraft on one of these screens and it looks amazing even on medium settings. You can have the most powerful custom built PC on the planet, but without a decent screen, you won't see its full potential. Another suggestion I have would be to market the Mac Mini as a gaming machine. For this to work though, the specs would probably have to be increased from their current state. I would imagine that if Apple were to go down this route, they would likely save money on a cheaper CPU and RAM, but use a more powerful GPU to increase frame rates. Many of you may be thinking that the Mac Pro would be much better for gamers, however considering its price point, this would be no good for introducing a new audience to the Mac platform, which would keep the user base relatively small. To be honest, the state of Mac gaming is in a sorry state, but perhaps things will change in the future. If like me you own a Mac, love gaming and don't care to install Windows, no doubt this concern has at some point crossed your mind. If you have any thoughts to share on this particular topic, let me know in the comments below. As always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.